Hi, my name is Deanna Lindberg, and I'm an occupational therapist and the OT program director at Sasko River Center. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about a topic that we all might have been experiencing lately, as well as our children. That is boredom. Boredom arises whenever there is a lack of motivation to participate in something. Motivation can be either extrinsic or intrinsic. Extrinsic motivation involves rewards or consequences for participating in activities. The key to combat boredom is intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation gives us a sense of pride and accomplishment from accomplishing these tasks. Intrinsic motivations are activities that are naturally challenging, provide a sense of control, provide connection, particularly provide competitive activities or collaborative activities which allow us to help one another or work together. And Dr. Chris Bogart talked a little bit about the importance in connection in his last video. Intrinsic motivation can also come from activities that provide recognition as well as cognitive stimulation, whether that's intellectual curiosity or fantasy, and a way to remove yourself from the current reality. If you think about a child's typical day, or our typical day, school and work provide a lot of avenues for this intrinsic motivation to arise. School is innately challenging and also stimulates their cognition and their curiosity with different ways of learning. There is opportunities to collaborate as well as compete a little bit, whether it's in the classroom, during gym, or at recess. And a child's also recognized for when they do activities appropriately or when they achieve. I'm going to give you some activities to help try to foster this intrinsic motivation depending on your child's age, as well as to try to combat some of the boredom they might be experiencing. For our younger children, one of my favorite activities to recommend right now is Sidewalk Chalk, but Sidewalk Chalk with a message. You might have seen, but writing messages of hope at the end of a driveway can help foster that intrinsic motivation concept of collaboration as it builds the community while people are out for walks and can read the messages of hope. It also can foster their fantasy or creativity a little bit, as well as works on their fine motor skills. Another activity for our younger children is Simon Says, but with a sensory break twist. Melissa Kahn's video talked about the importance of sensory breaks in that vestibular or movement and proprioceptive sequence in order to help a child to regulate. Adding in Simon Says can help make these activities more intrinsically motivating. So you can add Simon Says spin around, or Simon Says do log rolls, or Simon Says do bug rolls, which is just rolling back and forth on the ground, which all provide this vestibular input. Then you can add some proprioceptive activities during Simon Says, like Simon Says do push-ups, or Simon Says carry 5 heavy books from this room to that room. Adding that competitive and challenging aspect can help to make a sensory break even more motivating. Some activities for older children that I like to recommend are activities that involve memory or games that they can also do over video chat media. The first game I like to recommend is it's a movement sequence game. So what it would involve is the first child to do a movement. So if I was a child, I would do a movement such as touching my head. The next child would do a movement and then add another movement. So if I was the next person, I would do touch my head, then maybe an arm wave. The next child would have to repeat those 2 movements and then add their own. This is a great way to add a little bit of competition as well as a working memory challenge that you can do over a video chat media or with your family for a family game night. Another activity that I can do with some older kids that is very motivating to them is a game involving a deck of cards. What you do is you take the deck of cards and you flip up the top number. Then what you have to do is you see what the number is. So that's a 10. 10 starts with the letter T. So everybody has to compete to say a word that starts with the letter T before and be the first to say that word, such as teacher. To add another level of challenge to this activity, you can put rules such as you can't say numbers, you can't say names, and you can't repeat a word. You can have virtual decks of cards that each of the children that are playing put the card that that person won, and whoever gets the most cards wins the game. This type of challenge can be very cognitively stimulating as well, which is another area of intrinsic motivation. I hope you enjoyed learning about these activities and that you find them a way to combat the boredom you might be experiencing just a little bit. Thank you for joining me today.